Welcome. Nice.
That's my mom. It is a pretty exciting day.
Welcome to the American Mount Rose. What is it?
The Mount Rose American Teen Princess Pageant. Yeah. Why, it's my daughter, Rebecca Ann Lehman. Sorry.
The swan ain't my baby.
We are, after much ado, here today to finally
to present to you.
They put it back on HBO. It's the Drop Dead Gorgeous Campfire.
Oh,
and
music to my ears.
We're here dressed up as Annette Atkins. We've got Loretta.
Does she have a last name?
Yeah.
Loretta.
And here we have my daughter, Amber Atkins.
Contestant number 1.
And then contestant number 8.
Like Diane Sawyer.
I don't know what it is, but Molly is letting us put this little dog wig on her.
Is it that she's 16? She's like literally Amber Atkins' age.
Yeah, she is. She is.
Yeah, she like is.
Oh my God. Does it mean she's like a junior?
She's a junior.
She's going into her junior year.
She's taken some APs.
I homeschooled.
Yeah.
She's a homeschooler.
We can't let it be in public school around these people.
Yeah, so how many times have I watched Drop Dead Gorgeous in the last 48 hours?
It's at
4.
least
4
7
times.
How many times do you watch it in your life? I mean, this is
in my life?
Institutional.
This is I rank this as my number 1 favorite movie of
it's number
all
1?
time. Yes, ma'am.
I think it's like number 2 for me.
That's cute. What's number 1? Clueless?
Yeah, Clueless.
Clueless is like 1 point, like barely.
They're like hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's like,
This
they're
one,
twins.
For me personally,
Mm-hmm.
it's got to be Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's just, can I just also just say, I have to just say, can you just tell me if like any of my body is hanging
Jocelyn,
out?
I swear to God, why are you like this?
Can I just tell you, Annette, she's very body positive.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm just going to embody that. I mean, these outfits are so tiny.
She gets a claw.
It's absolutely so tiny, and you're just all
We had to have some cans. I prefer a Miller High Life.
You look perfect as Loretta, I have to say.
I know, we're both 6 feet tall.
I love that. Like, this is a part of you.
Oh, yeah.
This, like, lives inside
this woman,
you.
This is the me that lived in Florida.
This is...
She came out. Fort Myers Beach, hello.
I love these 2 characters because, and I'm so sorry to everybody from the Midwest because this is going to be
for so many reasons
a debauchery of your accent.
Yeah, we were all doing Midwest accents in the 90s.
What was that?
It was like Bobby's
World,
Mad
TV. We were Stuart. We were obsessed with the Midwest accent in the 90s. I think every single person in my high school would just walk around doing a Midwest accent for no reason, being like, for funny reasons.
I just did it by myself.
You just
that
did
was
it
Irish.
You were the only one who did it?
Mm-hmm.
No,
that's not true. I had 2 friends who liked this film with me.
Yeah, this was like, my whole family loved this movie.
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters when it came out,
same.
1999. What a year.
It's like the funniest movie I've literally ever seen.
It's funny for so many reasons.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get into that just in a moment.
We will,
Alaina,
yeah.
But first I want to introduce the candle of the week.
Oh, watch the flame amongst this hair.
Oh my God. You know what?
Amber's
I'm going
head.
to actually totally move it way away from my
Yeah, she's a little close.
That is like the
I can't believe
last
she's
thing
just
we
sleeping.
need.
Like, what does she look like from the front? I can't wait to see this video.
Oh my God. Molly's an absolute
Does
princess.
she look like Baby It?
Yeah, she looks like Cousin It, but like if Cousin It was in LA, it's like
Beverly Hills.
Like Debbie's cousin It. Debbie's like,
Malibu Barbie.
What's Debbie's cousin's It name? Not
Wait,
It.
what?
Like, so if it was like It is the cousin of the Addams family, what would Debbie's family's It be called? Her.
Yeah.
Just
Shit. Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. Okay. That was just a little thought.
I think one time I said my
game.
pronouns were this and that.
This and that. You know what? In this outfit,
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I can't believe I keep coming back to how much it suits you. But back to the candle of the week. See,
I honestly think that if I were more like female femme presenting, I would maybe, just because of my sheer size, I would lean into this kind of look.
Okay, and what would that be exactly?
Stretch
pants.
Cigarette stretch.
Yeah. I mean, it suits you. It really suits you.
To me, this is actually like genderless, though.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I feel like this is a non-binary moment. This moment over here, however,
I couldn't say the same. You're the mom. I'm the dad.
Yeah. Exactly. Wait. So the candle of the week. I picked the Dolly, Peach, and Lily candle from the 70s icons. I think it's self-explanatory.
A trailer park.
That these two ladies probably love Dolly Parton. Yeah. They don't explicitly say it, but I just like know that they love like it's like a strong.
They're living their Steel Magnolias moment.
Yes, this is 100% that, and I feel like this scent is definitely present in Annette's beauty parlor.
Absolutely. Annette's family hair studio, which is where
family hair care
before I came to this show.
Yeah,
that's where I was.
Right. Can you actually do like an Allison Janney? Like she's like lower.
What? Like, yeah. Is she down
God
here?
Bless you for still thinking I could.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I have like
this is from your mom.
Yeah. My mom wanted me to have this. So yeah, Peach and Lily smells literally like an actual peach from a tree and an actual lily
from the ground.
Had a magic potion, and it's like a juicy ripe peach with like that creamy white lily, and it balances it, and it prevents it from being too sweet or too floral. Nice. And there's a lot of other scent notes in there that help keep it quite well-rounded. But it is so delightful. It's delightful. And it's a bestseller for a reason. Anyways, just felt like the girls would like it.
And we love Dolly, obviously.
Can't you just like see them being like, Dolly's gonna be at the local? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Dolly Parton?
Yeah. So, yeah, let's just jump right into it. I feel like everybody knows this movie. The Candle Coven has requested this for a campfire more than any other movie by far.
Apparently, it's like cult status on Wikipedia, they said.
Oh, fantastic.
Whatever the fuck that means. That means like your Rotten Tomatoes score is like questionable, but a lot of people like it. The Rotten Tomatoes
score is like a 48 or something on this.
That's like misogynistic as fuck. That's the patriarchy.
I actually think it's exactly right for what I think about what this movie is.
Why?
Because this movie is the great equalizer.
It's like, oh, we're polling at 48%.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. What I mean, allow me, if I may, to just
is your TED Talk?
Wax poetic on it. I feel like this movie is like pointing out, obviously, how ridiculous like societal norms can be and like everything. It's pointing out everything.
Specifically about America.
Yes, middle America. It's pointing out something, right?
A
lot of things.
As someone, are you done?
No.
Okay.
And you either understand that it's pointing that out and making fun of these people, or you watch it and you don't understand that and you're offended. And that's really what it is. So it's like if you get that this is like it's just satire on top of satire.
Right.
Like it's pointing out. They're saying, this is what you see every day. See how ridiculous this is? Like, see how wrong this is?
I mean, and it came out, quite a long time before things in America got, like, very polarized.
Yeah.
And, like...
Yes, it did.
It's funny because, like,
it's ahead of its time.
Yeah, by far. And, like, as someone who... Even before 9/11, which I bring up in every podcast...
You have to, by law.
As an older millennial, by law... I have to mention 9/11 every podcast.
Every time.
Or else the terrorists win.
I know. You know what? When we said never forget, we really meant it.
I meant it.
Okay? Never
forget. What was I talking about? 9/11?
I'm like literally unwell with what I look like right now.
You look great.
I know, like, not in a bad way. I literally just, like, I'm so excited.
Like, this is, like, a persona that lives inside. Well, I was going to say, as someone who moved back to the States and then saw this movie.
The States.
That's what we call it, okay? I saw this movie in theaters. And, like, I've said this, like, this kind of stuff before. I've never been exposed to, like, that kind of America, really.
Right.
Like, because even Florida is,
like suburbs or small towns.
Yeah, very small towns.
This is a farming town. Takes place in Mount Rose, Minnesota.
Yeah. Like,
it's a really small town, like a farming community.
Anywhere that is, like, further from 5,000 miles from the coast.
Right.
In America.
I don't know that really, like, I have either. I just know it through film and television.
Right. So, like, to me, it's, like, quite... jarring to see.
Because
like it's like
culturally, it's quite
yeah.
different.
Like to me, it was like
especially you coming right. From being
I was like,
in
this
Vienna.
is so obviously a joke, right?
Right.
It was just like America's like ridiculous,
Right.
and then to see it like play out in real time, like in my adulthood, like going from like 9/11 to like the Tea Party, like it, and seeing how politics and like all this shit has like played upon these people and just like doubled down on this like kind of bullshit is like insane to me.
Yeah. I think that like the thing that resonates with us even more now, like if you asked me 10 years ago if Drop Dead Gorgeous was my favorite movie, I'd be like, oh, it's one of my top favorites.
Yeah.
But like having lived through the last 10 years
yeah,
and just like seeing what this art means to me now,
Yeah.
I feel like it
speaks so much to how I feel.
It's almost like a thesis statement.
It absolutely is.
So
It
the
could-
woman
yeah.
who wrote it, we actually like looked up a little bit about her. She really worked on like the Drew Carey show a lot. That was kind of
and
like
The
her
Simpsons.
and The Simpsons. And she was like writing this script and it was called Dairy Queens at first. In her like downtime and off time. And then they ended up changing it to Drop Dead Gorgeous, which I think is a perfect name though. And she's actually in it, the writer. She's the Jean, the judge, who's the assistant to Lester. And
can you actually grab the thing from the printer? Sorry.
Oh yeah.
It's just a list of the characters, so I knew their names.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of names.
Because I was like, oh yeah, Lester.
Here you go.
Thank you. I got it all typed
Lester
up big.
Lehman. Oh, whoop. Guys, why did my seat have to fart? One time I was on the phone on speakerphone and I sat down and it was like very loud and I literally was like, I hope they know that that's my
so
chair.
funny. Because when the vet literally just called us.
Yeah.
When we were watching for like the umpteenth time Drop Dead Gorgeous. Yeah. And it was like the part where Rebecca Ann Lehman was talking about how her dad like saves the Mexicans.
Oh my god!
And I was like, mute
the TV. I know, me too. I was like, if she overhears what we're listening, she'd be like, "What are you watching?" Yeah. That like, yes, this movie is. There's a lot of offensive language.
I mean, it literally talks. It's like Donald Trump verbiage,
right?
Constantly.
It is. It's like it literally walks around being like this shithole country. Yeah. Like it's awful.
Like the amount of times they say the R word. If you drink every time they say the R word,
you'd have to go get your stomach pumped.
Yeah.
There's slurs.
But the thing is, like that's part of it.
It's real. This is really real. Like this is how people can be.
They are.
Yes.
And I remember like we watched it in 2019, I guess it was, like right before the election with your sister. We like rewatched it one night.
Yes, healing.
And it was just like to watch it again during that time, like right before the 2020 election.
Oh, it was insane.
I was like, this is Donald Trump. Oh, and I like I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if I learned that Donald Trump like figured everything, like made his game plan after watching this movie.
That's so funny.
You know, he makes pageants.
There's a lot of red hats too.
There's a lot of red hats, and you know like I don't know if he watched it for the pageant.
Maybe he's a fan of comedy.
He's a fan of Denise Richards.
Who is it?
Okay.
Oh my god, she's like, so funny in it too.
But imagine,
she's perfect in this.
They are all perfect.
Everyone's perfect.
It's
the casting. Brittany Murphy at her best, in my opinion.
I would do anything for Brittany. I would do anything for Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, same.
Anything.
Yeah.
She's
in everything.
My favorite of all time.
One of the truly like underappreciated and underrated actresses of our time.
Like the fact that she has like no major awards.
Right.
For Bring It On specifically, alone even.
Well, that they would never nominate movies like that. For these performers, you think it's easy to work with a script like this and make it that believable?
Right.
Give her an Oscar.
And like when we watch them like do the whole come on chicken body baby do that conga. Yes. Like, and they're all doing the choreo. It just like it makes me so excited.
I know.
Because I'm like, Kirsten, you're so good at choreo.
I know, right?
She's so well rounded.
I know. I love the scene where Brittany Murphy does the Shanae turns really, really hard into the camera guy. Yeah. She's like, oh God, that's so embarrassing.
Brittany, and she just like laughs the whole
Brittany
time.
Murphy is so funny. Like we used to quote this all the time, like in my high school and stuff. Like we'd be like, well, you know what, Dad, Peter's gay. Gay. Yeah. 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 How she like
I
laughs.
met Greg Louganis at one of my brother's shows.
Yeah. Here's Peter as Liza. I just like she's like Barbara. I just think she's she's perfect.
I am obsessed with her.
The mockumentary style of comedy, to me, is one of the best ways of comedy.
It really is, because like I think the other like flawless one is like Best in Show. It's like the best
mockumentary style.
Yeah.
Is almost always good. Think about it. The Office, one of like the most famous British and American shows.
You don't gotta tell me. You have to sell
love
me
a mockumentary.
Oh yeah, me
but
too.
This
Anything
was like kind of earlier in the mockumentary scene when this movie.
Yeah, it was like it was pre Best in Show.
One thing, the director is Michael Patrick Jan, I believe, is it? Sure Jan. And he's from The State. Do you remember the show? Do you guys remember that show from the 90s, The State?
Yeah, we're big fans of The State.
Everything that's come through that crew. Michael Ian Black, so David Wayne, Showalter, Wet Hot American Summer.
I got a burp.
And then Michael Showalter was involved with Search Party. So this is like a crew of people that
he's paying it forward.
Definitely. And that really like understand like how I view comedy, which is like pointing out things that we can see, but like we don't always talk about.
I saw Showalter do stand up once.
Yeah.
And it was like the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
Okay, wait, can you tell me? I've never seen his
stand-up. It was at like it was like the 14th Street one of those.
Yeah.
Like,
like Comedy Bonanza downstairs. Yeah. Smells like piss.
Yeah, and he was wearing this like really hilarious like George Costanza Yankees like bomber jacket, like the shiny ones.
Yes.
And then he did like this whole bit about how Starbucks coffee is too bitter. And he just like kept saying that for like 10 minutes. Yeah. And it was so funny.
Yeah.
Like he was just like, it's too bitter. Starbucks coffee is too bitter.
No, they literally have you seen the Stella shorts?
Yeah.
Which is those three doing these like little short sketches.
Yeah.
It's all about like playing on like weird little things like that.
Yeah.
To the point where like, and it pushes it to the point where it's like, that's like a thing in comedy where it pushes it to the point where it's not funny. And then you push it further and then it comes around even funnier. And it takes a really smart type of comedian
to like let it keep going.
To trust that it's going to work.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite types of comedy. And like this movie does it. All that shit does
it. It reminds me of like in Wet Hot American Summer when what's his face? The guy from the other two?
Yeah. What's his name? The camp counselor. The juicy guy. He's really funny. Ken.
Yes. Ken.
You guys know who I'm talking about.
And he has like the really tight curls and stuff. And like something about like when he gets kicked out of the van and he's like, damn it. Like he just like loses his mind so many times in that movie. And it's like so extended. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they take it too long where it's like, okay, this went on too long. And then like it goes on a little bit longer. Yeah. And then you're like.
And then a fast cut.
That's exactly. Yeah. It's funny.
Yeah.
And anyways.
So this movie is.
Explain what's funny.
Hey. It's your turn now.
And in this outfit, I deserve it.
Right?
I literally have no clothes on.
Like, how are you sitting? Are you okay?
I'm just like making sure my close up shop. Close up shop.
I'm living my fantasy. You could part a boat show in there.
Exactly.
Drive a boat show.
This is Miss Penthouse 1997.
Can we talk about Amy Adams in this movie?
Oh. Has Amy Adams ever been not perfect for what she's in?
This is how, because like, obviously Amy Adams has like quite a career after this.
I mean, truly.
But like the fact that she did this movie and this maybe was like one of the first things I ever saw her in.
Yeah, it like might be like one of her first
set
movies.
A seed for me and her that I will always love this bitch.
Same for me.
Like no matter what.
Anybody who's like in this movie.
Yeah.
I love it.
Except
R.I.P. God bless. You know, like what?
That's what's so interesting to me. I was thinking about this too, and like I didn't even occur to me about Kirstie Alley, but in regards to like someone like Denise Richards, obviously we saw her on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and it's so interesting to me for someone as like a younger person, but not Kirstie, but Denise, to be a part of a movie like this, and like do you understand like what it's saying? Or do you not subscribe? Did you not pick anything up from this? Do you not subscribe to these ideals? Because like the way she ended up living her life to me is like so antithetical.
Who do you think? Who are you talking about?
Both of them.
Oh, interesting. I don't think Denise as much because I think Denise is definitely an open-minded person.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that she.
But I do think no. But for Kirstie especially, I know what you mean because honestly, though, with the whole thing with Housewives too, like it's so produced in some ways too. Like, I don't
I more mean about like
know.
her relationship with her husband.
Yeah, that's like a whole separate story.
Yeah.
Totally. But she definitely gets some of it because she is so funny in here.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm like, do you guys get the jokes here?
Yeah.
Because like, what?
Well, for the Kirstie Alley part of it.
Right.
Because she's literally so good at
She's
this.
perfect in it.
I don't know. I don't think anybody else could do it.
When she's like, Amber Act.
Yeah. Right? Oh, I don't think so. Why, it's my daughter, Rebecca Ann Lehman. This one ain't my baby.
Hi,
like,
Tom.
Oh,
Is it Tom?
Hello, Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Hated the fool.
Yeah.
And he's like, sure, okay. She literally is. That scene is
She's
so
competing.
funny. When the boy wrestler, she's literally like,
it's so good. How good is Iris?
All right, number one. Listen
Austin
up.
Powers.
Yes. She plays the mom of Seth Green.
Yeah, like the evil German lady.
Yes. She is so. I know. We all do. I could literally. This podcast is just gonna be me, like a parrot, like a parakeet.
Yeah.
Just like telling you different
parts of the movie. Yes. So like the best part about this movie too, another best part, is that it's also a fucking murder mystery.
Right.
On top of it. Like,
okay, this is kind of what I wanted to talk about a little bit more in depth because I feel like everybody has seen this movie at this point. If not, go on HBO and watch it. It's literally so fun.
And if you haven't seen it yet, you have to like give it a second. Because I've heard that people like I think that like it might come across a little bit like dated and jarring. Yeah. But like that's like part of it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
It's telling you, it's showing you something. So it's just a slice of life.
Yeah.
So wait, what were we talking about?
How it's like a murder.
Oh my God. Yeah, we were just saying like I had never really thought about if anyone besides Gladys Lehman, aka Kirstie Alley, did all the murders. Because basically
it's a murder. It's a true crime movie.
It's a true crime documentary.
That plays out in real time.
It's a true crime mockumentary.
Because even comedy. How it ends, like it all comes back to that in the end.
There's like an active shooter scene. And like in 1999, I don't think that was like even that much of a thing.
We had Columbine in 99.
That's true. But like it literally, this movie points out, it's almost like the woman who wrote
guns.
There's an obsession with guns. There's an obsession with beauty pageants.
Right.
Just bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you're not a fry, it's just what you do.
It's just what you do.
You know, it's like, it's just what you do.
Yeah.
And like, no one's looking at how obvious it is and like how obvious the corruption is in the town. Like, it's like a microcosm of like all the things that suck about America.
Yeah.
You want to know what else? There's barely any people of color at all in this movie.
And they kept it that way.
And
that's how they like it.
That isn't that like I just think it shows you it shows you a lot about America. It's definitely a commentary on a type of thing that occurs.
The most
not that I'm saying. I just want to say, just to clarify, I don't think like all the Midwest is like this, and people from the Midwest are like that. I'm just saying this woman who wrote it is from that area, so you write what you know. So that's all I'm saying.
You don't have to put a disclaimer.
Yeah, no, but I just want to say that because you know.
And then like the most righteous character, Amber Atkins, who's like literally has no character flaws. Like she's such a wonderful
She's a good girl.
They literally give her the grossest jobs.
I know
that she could possibly have. The lunch lady job.
You got some lutefisk in your
hair, or whatever. She's funeral home.
I know. Like think about her job.
She has the grossest job.
I know. She works so hard. She actually does like the thing. And she's like the one who's pulling herself up like by her single bootstraps. Mom.
Right. And like then she gets just like constantly shit on.
Yeah. But it's just like, but if you have the dream, you'll make it. And then you see how she makes it and how ridiculous it is and how
it just goes luck. Like you cannot win in a country that is as corrupt as like because you'll
and the only reason she won is because she basically had a horseshoe up her ass.
Well, because like of the mistakes that were made,
right?
Like
by everybody else.
They couldn't keep it tight with their murderous plans, basically.
And then even after that, what happens after she wins and then goes to like the next level? And we see like the early downfall of capitalism.
Like they fucking when they show the sign of all the floors that Sarah Rose has, and it's like floor 51 to 57 is like HR, and it's
you're just like,
you have this whole building for what?
Yes.
Like
it's so it's actually better now than it was then. It's like
Like,
a good lasagna. You put it in the fridge,
like,
it's better in a day or two.
Exactly. Like,
you know?
the pageant itself is like a metaphor for the country.
Absolutely.
I'm
The
gonna
Sarah Rose,
like, oh,
registered trademark,
right.
TM,
Right.
the whole
We
thing.
see the rise and fall of Rome within this one movie.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, well, yeah, the Lehmans had me paint the store.
Corruption.
Yeah.
We see how the Lehman, who are the richest family in a small town, front page news, one of them takes a shit.
Yep.
We see how they are so corrupt, how they have basically rigged the entire judges panel.
Right.
One of them is paid off. One of them, they're obviously blackmailing John Doe for child
John
porn.
Doe.
How funny is that actor?
John Doe is
I'm just
so
here to
funny.
see the young girls.
Yeah.
That's why you asked, right? Like, oh, I have this for emergencies,
car
accidents, insurance.
It's
And
so
then
funny.
Jean, who's the writer who plays
she was
the
just like-
assistant to Lester Lehman the whole time. Does she ever say a word?
Not one word, I don't think.
God,
And he like slaps her in the ass.
oh God.
It's so
I can't repeat a single word that man says in that movie.
No.
Unacceptable.
No.
But-
Bleep it. But that's how they talk.
So accurate.
That's how they do be talking.
That's so accurate.
But you were
Have a
saying
sip.
about how you never thought about who was actually
the murder mystery.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess I'd always just been like, oh, Gladys was killing them. But you're right. Gladys did not kill Brett.
Yeah.
Who is the guy who she asked out.
No, that he asked her. Yeah, Becky asked him. out,
Bessie asked him out and he said no to her. She did kill him.
Yeah.
Because they show her. Did you know that Brett got shot? Blah blah blah.
She got that 9mm, like whatever, when she was showing because she was the vice president of the gun club.
Lutheran Sisterhood
Right.
Gun Club.
And like when they show her shooting at that shooting range, it like hits right where Brett
in the
got
head.
hit. Yeah.
And you're like, that's it. That they're telling us that she did that.
It runs in the family.
So now I'm like, who killed? Like, if they were doing it together, or
I don't even think they were doing it together.
Gladys was doing it on her own.
Yeah,
And
Gladys was doing the pageant stuff, and Becky just killed the guy.
Just killed
yeah,
Brett.
just killed Brett. Because Gladys killed Tammy.
Amir I can.
But it was after very extensive investigation.
Oh yeah, it turned out
It even
was
points
just
out the cops.
the corrupt. They're in with the cop. It's
Yeah.
like a mafia.
Yeah.
It's you guys. This movie it's the Ozarks.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's crazy. They talk about the corruption in his business.
Yeah.
They everything. They
Its
point out
furniture's as
everything.
fake as my orgasms.
Oh, they forget where all this comes from. Taiwan. Like it's all fake.
Yeah.
Like it's all being manufactured overseas. Like
Right.
it's showing you so many different things.
And like the names of the pageants of past, it's like Go USA.
Yeah,
USA
Amer-
number one.
Can I?
Yeah, yeah,
Amer- I can.
Yeah,
Proud to be an American.
yeah. Made in
Muggles.
USA.
Yeah.
Even like when fucking Brett gets murdered at his funeral,
Yeah.
they're like talking about how something fucked up and that's why he's dead. And they're like, that's why you always gotta buy USA.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my
Has nothing
god.
to do with-
These people are so propagandized.
I know.
It's insane.
They're just like repeating things that.
not our girls.
Nope, not our girl.
That's
But
the thing. Like
Amber
that.
is kind of like outside of the norms, you know.
But like,
she
I
lives
feel like
with
that's
a
where you
single mom.
fell, kind of.
Well, like just I guess like maybe there's like that like single mom tap dancer vibe that
Yeah.
really speaks to me. But
Right.
like I mean I was more fortunate to not grow up in a trailer. That's not the truth for
Right, right,
everybody.
right.
So I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
And you didn't have a Loretta. Amber has two moms.
Amber has two moms. She's got Loretta. She has two cigarette women holding it down,
Which
and that's
is
why
a
she's gonna
lot.
make it.
Yeah, that's why she's gonna make
The
it.
power of two cigarette women who I should have started walking out of this town the moment
You
I
catch this
could.
in your mouth, I'll get you a present.
Yeah, exactly. Those kind
Yeah.
of girls, not our girl.
Not our girl.
Our girl is gonna go all the way, and she's
the next Diane Sawyer.
right?
That Amber.
You don't want to be like me. All I got to look forward to is getting into a decent raisin ranch where they change me twice a day.
Nice.
That's my mom.
Yeah.
I love that. That's how
Yeah.
big she gets. You know what? I feel like Trixie Mattel, like, literally must be
As
like,
Amber
this is my
Atkins.
movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Totally.
She made it.
Also, can we talk about how her body double went to your school?
Oh my God, yes. This was like, okay, so the tap dancing scenes for Amber Atkins are done by a body double. Like when you can tell like when they do the close-up shots and it's like someone else like
Right,
very
right.
much dancing differently. And then there's a tap dancer. I just had like a really weird throat noise. I hope you guys could hear it.
Oh, you want to try to get that last sip of beer?
It was like, oh yeah, exactly. See if there's some beer in that cannon. So yeah, she does, and then the tap dancer at when they go to regionals.
Yeah, who's like really good.
Yes, and her name is Tiffany Engen, I think is her name. But yeah, I went to AMDA with her at the same time, and she actually is a twin sister, identical twin, actually.
I guess that would have been like 5 years later then.
Yes.
Did she talk about it?
I wasn't in any of her. We were in different like groups. Like, it's done by groups, so I didn't really know her that well. But people that I knew knew her, and they were like, "Yeah, she's the girl from Drop Dead Gorgeous." I was like, "That's so cool."
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Speaking of you at that time period, I want to say also that Jocelyn's bedroom looked exactly like Brittany Murphy's bedroom. Lisa Swenson.
Oh my God!
I'm going to like the New York.
The Broadway of it all. Kill me.
It's precious, but like it was the same color too.
Yeah, everyone had a periwinkle bedroom in the Y2Ks.
Like even I did.
It was the color. It was lime and periwinkle.
Ugh, yum.
I actually have the chills.
I love that.
Wait, one of my favorite parts of this movie is like when you get into the movie, they really set the stage for you really well. Like they give you the videos of like the Sarah Rose Cosmetics video, and we meet all the different people in town.
Work there now.
And then we see the commercial for St. Paul pork products. That whole, oh my God.
It's when she's like covered in blood.
The minute I saw that was where I was like, I know what I'm getting into.
And then the girl who won last year.
Oh God.
I ran 18 miles.
Like, and they're even pointing out
these
these
the expectations for women.
Standards. Exactly.
And there's like this one scene too where they're interviewing the Lehmans, and it's the two ladies and then the dad, and Becky's in the middle, and like the two girls are like so poised, and the dad's like sitting like with his like dick out
with a cigarette.
I'm like, look at how these girls are expected to act compared to the men.
Right. He can walk around saying whatever he wants.
Right.
Blah blah blah. Something else I wanted to point out is that so if she's 17, so then when Gladys is like talking about how 17 years ago she won the American Teen Princess Pageant, that means that she got pregnant like right then.
So like she's obviously living vicariously.
So she had Becky when she was like 17 or 18 years old.
Did it like ruin her life basically?
Yeah. So this is why she's now so driven.
Yeah.
Through. Like there's a lot of things that they say about these characters and details that they don't necessarily explicitly say.
Right.
That you start to, like you were saying, like, oh my God, wait a minute, Becky killed Brett. Like there's a lot
of like stuff like that, little Easter eggs.
It's
about
one of those
each
movies
character.
that I think bears watching it.
We just watched it like 5 times, and every time I saw something new.
And I honestly think I've seen this movie like over 100 times.
Like each character is so fully developed that like there could be so many like side movies.
Yes.
Like there could be like a true crime angle version of this. There could be a movie about the 3 ladies that's like Steel Magnolias.
The writing is so good because each character, you understand that she's built a whole world for them.
Right.
And like you get it. You understand like this whole character.
Right. Like the
actors are
all
so
of the pageant girls.
Oh my God.
First of all, I am the dog
Tess
one.
Winehouse. Yeah.
I'm Tess Whitehouse.
They remade my belly with skin from my butt. Like
I misunderstood the assignment.
Oh, with the ball of twine, and she's like in like some sort of like American Girl doll dress. I love Tess Winehouse.
Me too.
Justice for Tess
Winehouse. With the dachshund.
Oh my God, this is Kenny.
She's like, I have a meat stick in my pocket.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault though, was it, Kenny? I just like every little character. This girl who's doing sign language.
Right.
The blow to her head made her deaf. She's super happy.
Isn't that great?
Oh, that's great. Oh my God.
Amy Adams is so funny.
That character, incredible.
Can you do my favorite line that she says?
Wait, which one?
You can't do it naked. I already asked.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. You can't perform naked. I already asked.
Like that's such like a fleeting line, but like every line of this movie is hilarious.
Are you nervous? Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks. How can you tell
about the pageant?
Yeah, she's like, oh, the pageant. You're like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
But at the end of the day, she's so sweet.
She's so sweet. That's what I love about that. There is like a lot of heart. And
everyone's sweet except for Rebecca Ann Lehman.
And Gladys.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and Iris,
and the girls.
And literally everyone.
Iris is relatable though. Like when she's like, I hate her, and
right,
she goes,
we all do.
I know, we all do. I know, we all do is something I say all the time.
Yeah.
This movie is something I probably quote 400 times a day.
I think it's just like so. It's like so subversive. Like it's punk. This movie to me.
It's exactly. Yes.
It's like such a middle finger to the patriarchy in like a really subversive way. Like you don't expect a movie about like I guess maybe you do, about like a beauty pageant.
I love it. Yeah,
to
we
be
need
a
it.
fuck you to the patriarchy.
Yes, especially a beauty pageant with children in it.
Children.
This is the thing that is the most important part, is that
Right.
these are kids.
Right. They're in high school.
It's a lot.
And I like the backbone of this movie is are like Annette and Loretta.
Right.
Like they're the ones.
Salt of the earth women, just
oh my God, Jocelyn.
Smart.
Tondu clothes. Is that you or what? That's you.
Oh, It was like Cloris Klingum is her name. The town dance teacher. The studio is around the past the laundry room in the basement, and you go down and it's literally in a basement, and she's got like this wig on.
She's like, yeah, I can't believe it.
Wearing this wig.
Oh my God.
Is she alive?
Is she? I can't see.
Yeah, she's
A+ Molly.
You guys, this is what it's like having a 16-year-old dog.
My God.
You're like,
we lived at the vet this week. Oh my God.
Yeah, she has pancreatitis, guys. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's okay though. Don't worry about her. She's doing okay. She's comfy. But
Jocelyn's talking to me when she says that.
I'm talking to myself.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm talking like she's fine.
Yeah.
What part
as I always say, make it fast.
No, God, Jesus, you know?
That's what I want.
Mercy.
That's all I want.
Oh no, mercy. Sorry.
I'm begging you for mercy.
I got the zoomies in this outfit.
Oh my God. Should we go back down to the bar?
Go, yeah. I definitely am.
If you went to the bar in this look, it would be.
No, I can't go to the bar in this look. I can't leave.
Imagine if I went.
Alaina, who is?
Should I? Should I just go to a bar like this?
Once I put the white concealer on under your eyes, I was like, and here we are.
I definitely look like one of my like Asian aunties.
Oh, I love that. You could be in that what's that band? Something Celeb 5.
Right, Celeb 5.
Oh, I love that. Wait, what was I gonna say about your makeup? Oh my God, can we talk about the absolute homosexual meltdown I had yesterday that I kept making these wigs?
Oh my God.
Yesterday, I was like,
should we reveal the gag? What wig this is?
This
wig.
is
how talented Jocelyn is.
No, guys. First I bought this wig that just did not work. It was just like, it couldn't work. It wasn't going to work.
It was just too bad of a wig.
It was not good enough.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't have time to like get anything
else.
The
color was right though.
The color was right. So I took, this is the Michelle wig. That was in like that like half updo.
Yeah.
That was that wig.
This is.
So I had like spent all day like hacking away at it, and
you killed it.
I tried my best. It was bone straight.
It's unbelievable.
It was a lot. And I was like, I hope I can make this one. Because I did this one first.
Yeah, she was in like wig. You were in like an absolute Edward Scissorhands tizzy.
I was like ah!
You're like, give me the Dyson!
And then by the end of the day, there was like a table like right behind our couch with both wigs sitting on it. And it was just, there they were. And I was just like, that looks enough like them to me.
Annette Loretta is my favorite combination of names I've ever heard.
Annetta. It's like one thing.
Annette and Loretta.
I just love them. They're, again, just the weirdo BFFs. It's always, always gets me.
They're soulmates.
They're soulmates.
I wish that they could just be together.
Right?
And like Loretta can just go
and
get some when she's
like,
out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Catch this in your mouth, I'll give you a present.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you're married. She's like my favorite character on maybe of any movie. And
I'm obsessed.
This is why I love Allison Janney, always and forever. Yeah.
She gets it.
She
just gets it.
Ellen Barkin, who plays Annette.
Yeah.
I've heard that she's like not that nice in person. Have you heard that before?
That's her right.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I think I've heard that before.
Yeah. I don't really care. She's like so good in this.
We have a neighbor that reminds me so much of this character.
Oh, she looks like Ellen Barkin.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I see.
And I just like she's
yeah. No, I get that.
It's a type of woman that I really love.
She favors her.
I love her.
What was I talking about before? 800 things. I have 800 things to tell you about this movie.
Yeah. We were talking about like the different pageant characters.
Yes. Well, one thing I wanted to point out, like another layer of it, is when you start to rewatch it, you get to see all the ways that Amber has been sabotaged by
the Lehmans.
Right. Like, so even during the question portion.
Oh my God, Jocelyn.
The question portion, which happens like a few days before the actual pageant. So they do like the interviews and
like who should be president? Brett Favre.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what kind of tree would
My
you
mom.
be if you wanted to? Dogwood. Like,
Yeah.
everyone gets these
Green?
like absolutely preposterously easy questions.
Yeah.
And then Amber gets the question of, can you please recite and spell all of the United States in alphabetical order?
And she does it.
ALABAMA. And then it cuts to her just being like, West Virginia. Yeah.
She's fucking
And she did it. And they're all like, and he's like looking at the he's like, yeah,
she got it.
Yeah. And then it's like, I don't know who's gonna win. I don't know who Jean's gonna vote for.
Yeah.
I don't know who's gonna win. I know who the winner is. I know who the winner is because it's obviously fixed.
And they're like, and the John Doe like tackles him to be like, shut the fuck up.
I know. Like there's funny physical comedy. Like it's even just insane.
Like obviously they could not make this movie today.
Yeah, there's a lot. There is some examples.
I mean, like the Asian family.
Oh my god!
Like for me personally, I get it. Like I think it's so funny because it points the thing out. It's just like
it's not making fun.
No, it's using of
Asian people.
No, it's making fun of like American assimilation and like
these like white supremacist standards, basically. Yeah.
Expectations of like immigrants and that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
And like I always thought the daughter looked so cool.
I know
like
she's so beautiful.
Daughter.
I know.
Because she's like so 90s looking.
Right.
She looks like she's from like Daria.
And meanwhile they've got Molly Howard who's like a kind of a cartoon.
I know.
And she's like
her line dance.
Atomic fusion.
America, Dad. What do you have that I don't have?
Yeah. Yeah, like I just obsessed.
Yeah.
And she goes out there and does like
she's
like guns.
It's so good.
Clint Black. I can't. Yeah.
And then like when they're all it's so sweet, like when Brittany Murphy, what's her name?
Lisa Swenson.
Like gives Amber her costume.
Yeah, because she was sabotaged by Becky.
On everything. On every, but you know what? Her mom grabbed the tap shoes on the way out of the house.
Yeah, she did. God. She put them in her panties.
Thank God.
Find the guy who cut him off of me.
She flew out there like a lawn dart.
Yeah, lost a new pair of lead press-ons. I am at the point where I would kill someone for the nicotine under their fingernails.
When she has the claw, she's like hitting the beer.
Oh my God, I did it. I did it. Yeah. I did it. Is really good.
So I feel like those scenes where Kirsten Dunst is like tap dancing down the road are so iconic.
Yes.
And her outfits are so accurate.
We wore those outfits. Exactly those outfits.
Like the jeans that were like trailing
wide
behind
leg,
you.
With like the tail on them because
you had covered in dirt.
Yep.
Like her outfits were so accurate.
They were so low.
Yeah.
And it was just like that exact like the shirt combo.
Yeah.
The proportion. It was just like very authentically.
It was so authentic
of the time.
God, I love Kirsten Dunst so much.
She's so cute. Yeah, all the fact that she's just like a little tap dancer.
I know, and she was like so much better than everyone. Like she is the only one that had a talent.
That should have been you up there.
Can we talk? Do you want to talk about the Jesus dance?
Oh my God. So one of my other favorite parts, so I didn't do the costume, obviously, of when they go to the pageant.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, that's a lot I didn't feel like doing a prosthetic on my hand and everything.
It's a lot.
And if we were ever to like do it for like a different costume or like a Halloween, I'd want to do that one.
Yeah, we
would
go hard on it.
So I just, I did this version. But I love their outfits.
Yeah.
Loretta's wearing this like leopard tube dress.
Right.
And like they honestly... I'm sorry, but they're giving like a version of like their small town Romeo and Michelle.
Yes.
I just want to throw it
They're
out
also
there.
like ab fab.
Yeah. Yes. It's like ab fab meets Romeo and Michelle meets whatever. And there's just something about them where like they look different than everybody else in town.
They're the ones laughing at the Jesus dance. They're cracking up.
They're in the audience and it's...
She has the IV.
Rebecca, she has the IV bag with her. They haven't even done the surgery to remove the can, so she just has it like wrapped up with the can. It's outrageous. And she's doing the dance to You're Just Too Good to Be True. Can't take my eyes off of you. With this like hilarious like stuffed Jesus.
Yeah.
In like this Bobby Soxer outfit.
Yeah.
It's outrageous.
With the poodle?
Yes. And the fact that they're both just sitting there absolutely chuckle housing.
Yeah.
That to me, when I was like, as a kid, when I saw that in theaters, I was like, okay, we all agree that this is
right. I felt so seen.
Yes. It's so, and then when she's like, oh shit. Because she's like, you're just too good to be true. I'm sorry, but like, is that not such a good performance?
It's the funniest thing
of that song?
Yeah.
And the dancing.
It's so good.
It's so funny.
There was like a shot when of the two of them, Annette and Loretta, when Amber takes second place. That is so, that like makes me like choke up.
I have to tell you, I used to always use "we were robbed" for everything.
Yeah.
Because they were robbed.
They were robbed.
She's literally like, "We were robbed!" Like getting into the back of the ambulance. We were robbed!
What did they use like to keep her in? Bungee cords?
Bungee cords. She almost flew out of the back of Loretta's pickup on the way over. So they had to ambulance her back.
In the back.
I would
like...
what I would have done to see the scene of her bungee corded into the back of a pickup. You okay back there, Annette?
Jocelyn. Is it Seafood by Antoine?
Okay. So when they go
Is it Antoine?
Yes, when they go to the regionals and
it's state.
That's states.
Yeah.
We're going to states.
Yeah.
That's right. Guys, who cares what it is? It's another level of pageant. First of all, those two women who are running the Sarah Rose part of it, they're an ab fab.
You don't look dead to me.
Yeah. Funny, you don't look dead to me, huh? Marco Polo, I'm gonna rip your little fat head's ass. They're like hilarious. Yeah, they are. There are so many hilarious.
Like the Beetlejuice outfit she's wearing.
This is a pageantry of just different women characters that this woman has written. Also a love letter to as well.
These women that have been forced into this like pageantry because they are not allowed to do anything else with their intelligence.
Right. So what they do is become like
wasted
criminal
potential.
masterminds. Yeah. It's
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen this movie, I'm so I can't even imagine what it must be like on the outside right now because I'm literally like,
I know
my favorite.
It's my favorite too.
Like if they could make like a Disney World that's just for like this movie.
Drop Dead Gorgeous Land.
Oh my god! And there could be rides like where you like fly through the air, like a lawn dart.
Is there one where you like kill Brett? Like
it's like a duck hunter.
Yeah.
Well, it's hunting season.
Yeah, hunting season.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
So, so they get there to this is my favorite line. It's not. I have so many, but this is one of my favorite lines when they find out that they're going to be staying at the what is it?
The airport Howard Johnson.
The airport Howard Johnson. And then
right by the airport.
Loretta goes right by the airport. Like
we're staying at the airport Howard Johnson.
Oh my god, that is the funniest thing. Right by the airport. It's so fun. It's so funny to me.
It's so good.
And it's the kind of thing where when I watch it, I just scream. I just
wait.
Go, ah!
You were going to talk about Seafood by Antoine.
So they get to the airport Howard Johnson, and the caterer that they have for everybody who's listen, they're not paying for you to go overnight, so you got 8 hours till showtime. So they have to like learn the choreography for everything by the end of the day, and they have this beautiful sign that says "Seafood by Antoine."
Unbelievable.
That
just
is
like
these
details like that.
And then they all get like violent, like hospitalized level food poisoning from poorly refrigerated.
Over each other.
And the only reason that Amber doesn't is because my mom said you don't eat anything that can carry its house around with it. You don't know when the last time it's been cleaned.
She was right.
It's just like these little bits of wisdom from these women that have directed her. Yep. And then she's just like, and so she wins by default.
Right. That's our sound guy.
Do you think they heard us? I got some. And the fact that Loretta is taking her because her mom's...
I know. She's her mommy, too.
She's what... it takes a village.
Once a carny, always a carny.
Right? I just realized that your version of Loretta has a nose ring. And it's funny because I don't see your nose ring sometimes.
Same. I forget it's there. Yeah. It really blends.
So.
Especially with this bronzer.
I know.
Blends right in.
It weirdly doesn't look that bad.
With Loretta?
You do look pretty. You do. You look gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry guys. Yeah. Let me just put my vulva back in.
Oh my god.
Vulva!
Dolores! All right, who else we got? Anyone else you want to talk about?
Well, I just wanted to say I love we've gone through all the different aspects of the the different sceneries that we've seen.
Yeah.
But when we get to the Sarah Rose building, it is shut down.
For lease.
And how funny is it that the girls just start pillaging it?
Right.
I think it's so
It's
funny.
incredible.
They just like lose their minds. I love it.
But I think, it goes to show we're all on the brink.
Everyone
all
is
us girls are on the brink.
I'm on the brim.
I'm on the brim.
The brim? The
Brim.
brink. Yeah.
I'm on a brim.
Oh, freaking out.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's like what these pageant girls are dealing with.
Yeah. I think we can all just kind of understand that. Just being alive,
It can really hurt.
It's a thing. What can you do?
The pageant world is something that is absolutely fucking crazy to me.
I did not go through the pageant circuit.
Well, they say it's a great way to go into acting.
Great. Do
Soylent
I do
Green
that anyway?
is people.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Wait, learned a lot about Soylent Green.
Yeah.
Guys, you know that in the monologue for the Soylent Green that she does, so the Soylent Green is like basically like a post, like a future New York City where there's no food, and this company starts making this stuff called Soylent Green to eat, and it's like it's made from chlorophyll. Yeah, basically rations, and then they find out it's people. You know that it takes place in 2024.
That's like now.
2024.
That's like now.
Soylent
and
Green.
they weren't, you know that in like Snowpiercer where they are eating those bars?
Snowpiercer, yeah.
Oh, we ran out of bars.
Yeah.
And they're eating those bars.
Yes.
And we find out they're all like cucarachas.
Yeah.
That's pretty gross.
Because does it taste okay?
It makes me think of, okay, spoiler alert for Yellow Jackets, season 2. Heads up, if you have not watched it, I'm going to talk about Yellow Jackets for a moment.
So just skip ahead, like, we'll try and get it in a minute.
Speaking of Soylent Green is people.
Yeah.
Those bitches ate Jackie.
They ate Jackie.
And you know what I think? Good for her.
For all of them?
Good for them.
For everyone.
Because if I were Jackie, me personally,
yeah,
I would be like,
I wouldn't care either.
I'd be like, eat me, bitch.
I don't care.
I would like
either.
leave a note and be like, if
I'm
I'm dead on this island or wherever the fuck they are,
they're in like the woods.
They're in like a portal.
Yeah.
Please.
I can't wait to find out.
Please eat me.
Are they gonna eat Shauna's baby?
Are they gonna eat the baby?
Just been thinking about it a lot.
I think that they should.
Oh my god!
Right? But the thing about Jackie is that the Mother Nature just so perfectly prepared them for her.
I can't. We watched like an interview with them after, and the girl who plays Misty, the young version, was like, she was perfectly cooked.
Yeah, she was. Like, what are the chances of that happening? They literally woke up by the smell.
Oh, I can't. It was a nightmare. It was honestly kind of campy and funny.
No, I loved it.
I loved
the way
that
they
show.
shot it was really clever as well.
We broke down and finally got caught up because I was like, there's like 9, 10 episodes.
We were intentionally
like
waiting to binge it a little bit.
I needed to be able to, because I was like getting like
annoyed.
It was blue balling me.
I was getting annoyed.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, back to the film.
Okay.
I also like to reference the 2 ladies in the bathroom. Those are the future Annette and Loretta.
Wait, which ones?
The bathroom girls.
Oh my god!
Because they also see
the pregnant girls.
Yes, they're like knew way ahead of all the Lehmans were killing everyone.
Mm-hmm. It's like a Roach Motel. Bitches check in and they don't check out.
Yeah,
it's like, are you gonna be going to the parade? No, I think I'm like due or something.
Yeah.
I love it.
They're like future Annette and Loretta. Like they are outside of the
norms.
The norm. I also like to call them the Boulet brothers.
I know, you're like, that's the Boulet brothers.
It is,
and it could be because who are the Boulet brothers?
It could be the Boulet brothers.
Could be anybody.
I love the Boulet brothers.
I could be the Boulet brothers.
Both of them. This is Swanthula, and this is Dragula. Drakmora. I got some.
I love to see you refer to those. This is a full Loretta moment. Yeah,
I'm feeling my Loretta.
Yeah, right. Should we take Molly for a walk like this? Just kidding.
Jocelyn.
No, the landscapers are outside. You guys know that it's landscaping.
It's Landscape Friday. I'll take Molly out like this if Molly also wears her wig.
She might. She's like loves it. What if she just loves a bit of glamour?
She does. She's a fancy girl.
So I wanted to mention just near the end how funny the prison scenes, like the little clippets.
Oh my god.
Of Gladys Lehman.
Yeah.
When she's like, that little bitch better watch her back.
Yeah.
And you find out that she's like holding the pocket of some woman in prison.
Yeah.
I cannot.
You know that's her role.
And the fact that she got out of prison. Yeah. And was like honestly, wow, what a woman. What a fire.
Totally.
What a force.
I'm sure she had a ton of potential that got fucking ruined when she got pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that was pure. That was 17 years of just like fuck.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that was.
Absolutely.
We all see it. And then Amber, by the stroke of luck, ends up making her dreams come true, and she becomes the next Diane
She picks
Sawyer,
up that
basically.
microphone. A bullet ricochets
She had
and
poise.
hits. She does.
It's a great, perfect,
Absolutely
movie.
perfect.
Yep. And I love it. I really love it.
I've never met anyone that has seen it and not liked it.
I know. Most people, I think, once they see it, they're like, oh, okay. Because I think people think of it as like, oh, Drop Dead Gorgeous is just like a show about pageants, like a girl chick flick about pageants.
Right, exactly.
But boy, is
the
it
misogyny.
not. It's very like, oh, if you like, Best in Show, which is basically like pageants for dogs. It's not dissimilar to that vibe. And it shows off a group of people that may or may not act like this.
Like, it kind of, the vibe of it, we were watching, obviously, Dragula, and, season 3, there is a drag king called Landon Cider.
Love Landon
who
Cider.
is so good.
So
and, like, so much
good.
of their drag is, like, just mocking, masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity.
Pointing it out.
And mocking it, like...
Yeah.
And to me, this movie, like, also does that.
Yeah. It points it out by drag. It's drag. This movie is drag. Everything is drag.
Ugh. I absolutely am dying over it. And
do you know that the woman who wrote it, though, also wrote Sugar and Spice?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which is also on the list of ones. So I think at some point we'll have to do Sugar and Spice. Because
I had a hard time with that one.
I know, you have a teen pregnancy thing. Can I break it to you? It's not going to happen to you. You're 37 almost.
Well, God bless you for thinking I can still do it.
Yes! That was really nice for me. That like tickled my brain in such a delightful way.
You said it the volley. And I just
you did. It was it was a team. And on the assist, and she I don't know any sports terms.
Assist is one. You got it.
She thwacks it.
The best supporting role of baseball player goes to
the best supporting role goes to this bra for being the only thing that I'm basically wearing.
I like that top. I like the top on you.
It's a lettuce edge tank top.
Oh, lettuce.
When you're like searching for something, I don't know if you guys like cosplay, costume, or whatever, whenever you're looking for something that like looks specific and you end up like figuring out what the actual term for everything is because you want to find like the best search. There's so much of that information floating around. I'm like, grow grain ribbon? Like I want you know what I mean? Like it's like I want it to be this. I want micro suede. Like all these different like terminologies to get like the exact thing that you want.
I love a 90s lettuce edge.
Lettuce edge.
I love a lettuce edge sock.
Yeah. This is from Amazon, so it's probably flammable. I should get away from.
Oh, we should get away. We should. I don't know if Gladys Lehman's been around.
You guys have to be careful around with wigs and candles. This is for professionals.
PSA. If you didn't know before, isn't Denise Richards like so crazy looking too?
She's gorgeous.
Wow.
Beautiful. Absolutely.
She was just fucking crazy looking.
But you know what, Dad? Peter's gay. That's one of my favorite lines. Brittany Murphy is so just delightfully, adorably gorgeous, funny.
Where she's like cracking up and it doesn't even show her. It's just like her laughing and it's showing the judges.
The thing that makes it so good is that it's so character based that like this is like these actors showing you some acting, some performances, some characters. And everybody nails it. Everybody commits so hard.
Like the fact that her dad doesn't know that Peter's gay.
I know.
Just like goes to show you.
I mean, isn't that just obsessed?
He couldn't be gayer.
He goes, what?
He literally could not be gayer.
He's literally dressed as Barbara
Madonna.
Liza. Right?
Yeah.
I know, and it's just like oblivious.
Greg Louganis is at his show.
She had to break that to him.
Right. It's like not even outing him at that point.
She's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, you know they only had me because Peter needed that kidney. It's just incredible.
So good.
I think we should hang out like this for a little bit.
Should we go watch it again?
No, I feel comfortable in these clothes.
I want to go watch it again.
And by comfortable, I mean...
You mean my jorts?
Thank you guys for the suggestion. This is literally my favorite movie, and I had so much fun talking about it.
It's so good.
Write in your suggestions for future campfires at podcast@bijoukandles.com. And
rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts.
Like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave us a fun little comment below. Like, we want to hear your thoughts about everything. And we'll be back next week with another episode. And we love you guys.
Thanks for watching.
Bye, Candle Coven.
Bye.